Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to, well, a custom Euro squad, and we're going to be starting off with France. This is going to be a bit of a different series, like a mini-series on my channel. It's going to be like a Photoshop-based episode where I create a custom squad based around the Euros in order to build the hype a little bit for the international tournament that's coming very soon, and of course during the international tournament as well. What I'm going to be doing is putting together some players for, well, in each different nation. So we'll start with France today, and I'm going to be using players from FIFA 12. We had a Euros in Euro 2012, of course, where on FIFA we got purple items coming through, purple cards on FIFA. So let's say if France have a purple card from back then, he'll make it into the team. The next FIFA that had an international tournament was during FIFA 14, where we had the World Cup, and if France have any players that got international man of the matches during that World Cup, they will feature in this video as well. And then what I'll also be doing is there's three other types of players that I'll be using in these episodes to fill out the squads. One will be legends from, you know, the last couple of FIFAs. So let's say France have got a few legends, which they have. Maybe a couple of them will make it into the squad. I'll also be doing some like custom legends. So what we're going to have is a different card style altogether of some of the more notable named like players, let's say from France, and I'll tell you right now, Zinedine Zidane features in today's episode. They're my custom take on what these players could look like if they made it to Ultimate Team. And then for the potential international man of the matches for FIFA 16 during Euro 2016, I'll have players coming into the squad with the new red and blue card style that we've found recently, and they'll come into the squad with what could be potential upgrades for them if they were to get an international man of the match. Now, I hope you've all understood that. It's like a custom squad. That's the basis of it. In order to try and build your hype for the Euros, take a look back, get a little bit of nostalgia from previous FIFAs, and then look forward to some potential man of the matches that we could get during the Euros. So let's get into the squad, shall we? So we'll kick the squad off now with, well, actually it's going to be one of our custom players to begin with. It is a custom Fabien Barthez. Of course, he's one of the most memorable French goalkeepers for me in recent years, and I've given him like this custom 90 rated overall card on FIFA. This of course would be a pretty high rated French goalie. I don't know whether he would actually really deserve that. Maybe an 88 or an 89 perhaps in his heyday. Let me know what you think that you would rate a custom Fabien Barthez on FIFA. Now, moving on to the defence, we've actually got two legends and a potential FIFA 16 international man of the match. The first of the legends will be Marcel Desailly. Fun fact about him, I actually packed him. He was the first legend I ever packed back in FIFA 14, I believe it was, which was, I believe, again, the first year for Legends. I was one of the first YouTubers to put a legend pack video on my channel. It was like very early on in the game, so I was quite stoked, you could say, I never use that word, about that. And yeah, that was just, you know, crazy times back in the day. We've then got this 87 rated Koscielny. He could, if he gets an international man of the match during the tournament, be rated like this, 87 rated with a card style like that. And let's face it, with the Arsenal badge and the French badge, that colour combination is just going to really work. And then the final legend that we've got here in this three at the back formation is going to be Laurent Blanc. He, again, I mean, this whole centre-back partnership is just ridiculous. He would get a perfect link to Desailly. That's got to be one of the strongest centre-back partnerships that you could get. Ridiculous stats on all of those defenders, and I would love to see that Koscielny during the Euros. Now, moving on to the midfield, we start to see a couple of those nostalgia cards, but first off we need to talk about this guy. It is the 85 rated Dimitri Payet. Now, I believe he's currently got an 83 rated in form, and he's got a 90 rated team of the season. Now, of course, if Payet has a worldie of a game during the Euros and gets the man of the match, they're not going to outdo his rating on his TOTS player, but they might give him like a +1 or a +2 to his regular recent in form. It was from like week 1 of the game or whatever it was. But he would be a really interesting card. We then go back all the way to FIFA 14, where Blaise Matuidi got a man of the match, an international man of the match, where back in FIFA 14 they were green, which is of course the same as what the Irish cards are given now for the St. Paddy's Day stuff. But look at the stats on that Matuidi. Of course, even this year he's got a ridiculous card, 91 rated TOTS. And then this is potentially what the Paul Pogba could look like if he was to get a international man of the match. Now, he would have a couple of items that are higher rated than this, this being like a 90 rated overall, but it would have some pretty awesome stats, and well, I would quite like to use that one, probably more than a team of the season, because I really like the card style. Now, moving back all the way to FIFA 12, France do have an international man of the match from Euro 2012, and it was Samir Nasri of all people. 87 rated this guy was, and I remember absolutely loving him on Ultimate Team. I would buy him, put him in a squad outright, and then move him into a central attacking midfield spot during the game, so we didn't lose any chemistry, but he had some awesome stats and was a really good player. Now, things gonna start to get looking a little bit spicy as we move into the final 3 players. We've got this custom player here who is, of course, Zinedine Zidane, my favourite player of all time. I absolutely love this guy. What an amazing and interesting footballer he was. For this custom card, I've given him like a 92. However, if he came into FIFA as a legend, I'd really like him to be like 93 or 94, because I think he was just incredible. Great dribbling, shooting, passing. Of course, like, you can never tell which foot was actually his strong foot because he was so good on each foot. But one of the best players France have ever had, that is for damn sure. Now, moving up to the strikers, we have got this 87 rated Benzema, who featured during the World Cup in 2014. He got this special item and it had some pretty good stats, but I guess when you think about the Benzema that we've got this year, the 95 rated tots, maybe that one doesn't look quite so interesting and quite so good, but it's a good nostalgia card to make you think back to FIFA 14. And then finally, we've got one of the top performing Frenchmen in the world over the last 12 months. It is Antoine Griezmann, scoring goal after goal after goal for Atletico Madrid. He has got, well, he's got a 95 rated tots, just like Benzema has this year. But he's all his special cards before that, I think he goes up to an 89. So what he would have is like a 90 rated, or maybe even a 91 rated international man of the match with that blue and red. It would just look so good with his badge and nation combo. And well, it would be amazing as well. And the good thing about, you know, the players such as Payet and Pogba and Griezmann, if any of them get special items during the tournament, they'll be lower rated than their tots. So in theory, they should probably be less coins than those special items would cost, which is good. It keeps the prices on FIFA down and stuff like that. And well, we get some more colour to be added into our squads. I mean, this squad right here on your screens right now, in my opinion, I think it looks absolutely awesome. Loads of colours going about. We've got legends, green, custom, we've got the international man of the match, and of course purple as well. I love that FIFA has got really colourful over the last few years. It makes like custom squads like this so much more interesting, and especially if you've managed to keep hold of the same account for a few FIFAs. If you've ever had decent players on there, you can go back on the web app and go onto the generations mode. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. But you can go on the generations mode and create custom squads with your generations players, which is awesome. It means that you could put like an 87 rated Nasri into a squad from FIFA 12, well, with this year's team of the season Benzema or something like that. I just think it's really cool. I love Generations. I love the nostalgia of thinking back to previous FIFAs. You'll know that if you've been a part of my channel for a while. I do like to go back. I do like to take a look at some of the old squads and all of that good stuff. And then I also really enjoy the hype and stuff of the future possible potential stuff that we could get, such as these new blue and red awesome style cards. And then of course, I love Legends too. So, you know, they make their way into the squad. What I would love for you guys to do is leave a comment down below saying if maybe you could change this squad a little bit. Who would you add in? Would you add a different sort of the custom legend? Would you put a Thierry Henry into the squad? If so, would you remove the Benzema? Would you remove the Griezmann? And also, whilst you're there, if you could let me know what nation from that will be performing in the Euros you would like me to do next. Do you want to see the custom Italy squad? Maybe the England squad, my home nation, or the Spain, the Germany? There's lots of really strong teams, and I think we could find some pretty awesome players from back in the day and stuff. So let me know down below what you would prefer. And whilst you're there, if you would smash a like on the video, that would be awesome. It really motivates me to make more content. And I love making these custom things. Like, they're less stressful, of course, because I haven't got to play FIFA and get stressed out doing that. And then I just really enjoy making them, man. So it's good fun. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. Have a fantastic day. Get hyped for the Euros because they're coming in just a few days' time. And I will catch you next time, guys. Peace.